so that I could at some point, you get what I'm saying, be able to take this knowledge back to Nigeria. You know, and thank God, and also for persistence, I was able to not only learn all of that stuff, but create my own company, do you get what I'm saying, that does that now for these same people, do you get what I'm saying, in America. So to me, I felt like when I got to that point, it was time for me to go back home. Like, it was time for me to return to Nigeria, which was 2008 was when I decided, you know what, okay, I've peaked here. Just the same way I felt in Nigeria earlier, was that, okay, I had peaked before I made the move. So now I feel like, okay, I'm a Yankee. I don't learn all this stuff now. I don't get all the knowledge I need. I need to go back to Nigeria and use that, do you get what I'm saying, to create something, to move, you know, the industry forward. And one of the things that I did then that I believe really changed the game was the video for Bossy Bang Bang. We probably don't get a lot of credit for that right now. It cost us a lot of money, but I felt like that step needed to be taken. Another person that took a step like that, you know, for Nigerian videos is Banky W with Strong Thing. You know, these are steps that people need to take. It's not like it's the most cost-effective of things to do, but these are steps that people need to take for the industry to grow. Do you get what I'm saying? So, you know, we just keep doing it, and you never know.
You talked about the fact that you came with Bossy Bang Bakajo. That was a video that absolutely took it to a different level. It showed class, it showed a lot of growth in your work, and it also just showed a lot of people, especially skeptics, that thought Eldee sold out, moved out, left us, you know, but you brought it back, did the Nigerian thing, put your lyrics on there and took the videos to a different level. Now, coming back home to Nigeria and bringing the music back and all the stuff you learned, how did you think the change in the music had affected, you know, the progress in the industry, basically?
The change in the music in Nigeria, or the change in music for me? For
both you
and Nigeria. Okay, for me, my music, I don't think my music really changed. What happened to my music was that it got polished, because I worked in an environment where I could see where the people were more technical about music. It wasn't just about, okay, I like this thing, let me just do it. Nah, you have to be very technical. I'm a very technical person. Like, I like to put things down and say, okay, fine, let's think about function and let's think about aesthetics. I'm an architect as well. So,
okay.
You know what I'm saying?
101.
So let's think about, how does this make sense versus what does it look like? Do you understand what I'm trying to say? I'm finding a bridge between those two, because making sense is bottom line. Do you get what I'm saying? People have to be able to connect with your music. They have to be able to relate to it. They have to be able to sing it. 5-10 years from now, people should listen to your music and be like, oh man, I remember when I did that. Or even play the record and be like, wow, evergreen. Do you get what I'm saying? So when you think like that, the music changes a little bit, and that's kind of what I did. Some people will say, oh well, he's not rapping as much as he used to. The only thing that's different about my music from the Tribesmen era and now, apart from the fact that it's polished, is the fact that now the other two guys who used to rap are not there anymore. Do you get what I'm saying? So this is now just Eldee doing the thing. This is the same Eldee who's doing the choruses from Whether You Like 'Em, Whether You Don't Like 'Em. Same Eldee now is doing, you know, If You See Somebody with another. Do you get what I'm saying? It's like, then people listen to him like, no, that guy, man, they rap before, but we know they rap again. But do you get what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's just the same artist. It's the same artist. The only difference is now I'm a little bit more technical about the music that I make. They say, oh, he's trying to be commercial, he's trying to be now. I've always been commercial. Do you get what I'm saying? I've never been about making music for a cult following. No, I've always been about making music for everybody, because I want to be able to reach everyone with my music. Do you get what I'm saying? So yeah.
You know, you talked about your group, Tribesmen, the other two guys that were never there. Nowadays, I'm sure you've seen it in the media. We've seen massive groups come together, Backstreet Boys. We've seen everything from Take That. Are we going to get the opportunity for Tribesmen to do what it did and inspire us back in the days in this new, you know?
Well, I mean, to be honest, everyone is really busy right now pursuing their solo careers. I mean, look at me. I barely have time for myself. Do you get what I'm saying? So to do Tribesmen would mean I would have to really dedicate time, which is going to be very difficult. And that's just being honest, you know. It's possible. I'm not saying it's impossible. It is possible, but it's going to take a lot for it to happen.
You see, FACTORY78.com, we're going to keep voting and begging that all the Tribesmen guys come together for a fantastic album. Now, this is your third solo project, if I'm not mistaken.
This is the officially third, yes.
Is it?
Yeah, officially. There was one album that I put out that, you know, I didn't really release. I didn't publish. You know, I only published it in the States. Yeah.
And this is the third one that you're publishing.
Third published one, yeah.
Fantastic. Can you tell us a little bit about it? Because it's a mixtape and it's different to an album.
Well, I mean, it's a mixtape album. Is what I like to call it. A mixtape album in the sense that it started off as a mixtape, but then we recorded a lot of original material. So after a while, I just figured, hey, you know what? If it's 80% original material, then this is essentially an album. You get my manager Femi. You know, he was listening to it. I was like, yeah, I mean, the album we do here, this is no longer a mixtape. Do you get what I'm saying? So, but obviously it had been promoted as a mixtape, and then I had a couple of remixes in there, and so I decided, hey, you know what? We'll just call it a mixtape album. So there's songs like Bossy Bang by the remix with Proto. There's songs like Slow Down with Chitty Bang and Black Thoughts. There's songs like Big Boy, the remix also with Young Jock. So I figured since I had that many remixes, I might as well call it a mixtape. Do you get what I'm saying? So we just kept it as a mixtape album.
What is the difference between a mixtape and an album?
Yeah, people ask me that a lot. A mixtape essentially is you expressing. There's no, I guess, people don't really have much of a theme. Really, when they're doing a mixtape, it could just be you playing around with being creative. Do you get what I'm saying? To doing different things. I could take someone's beat and do a song over it. I could do a remix to other people's songs. Do you get what I'm saying? That's a mixtape. But if I was doing an album, then I'll be creating completely original material. So most times mixtapes are just, you know, this is me expressing in a way that I typically wouldn't on an album. Do you get? And what I was trying to do with that mixtape, which eventually kind of happened, was to tap into all kinds of different genres and to tap into all kinds of different styles, and to see how I could interpret it from a Naija perspective. You listen to a song like "Na You," you be the one way I did trade for. That's like a old school R&B type of joint. Do you get what I'm saying? You listen to a song like "Do It," that's like an early 90s hip hop joint. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, okay, how do I tap into those styles now and still make them sound fresh and still make them sound relevant? I'm trying to be as creative as I can be, so you know, that's how the cookie crumbles.
What's the name, the title of the mixtape, and where can people get it, especially people in the UK? How can we get that? That
mixtape is actually it's called Is It Your Money? I'm sure everyone's heard about Is It Your Money? Is It Your Money? It's titled Is It Your Money, and it's on iTunes. You can get it on iTunes. You can get it on most of the digital platforms, any of the sites. If you just Google it, you know what I'm saying, you can find Is It Your Money Volume 1. It's everywhere. It's on iTunes. Is probably, you know, the easiest way, because I know in Nigeria people they fear. They fear me, they don't put their credit card for the wrong place. You know what I mean? Like, but if you get it from iTunes, at least that one, you know, so you get account. If they thief your money, if you get your money back or whatever. So yeah, iTunes I say is the best bet.
Fantastic. To round this up, Eldee, it's been a brilliant day talking to you. I just want you to tell me what your thoughts on the rap game in Nigeria now is. Okay,
rap or just Nigerian music in general, because sometimes people confuse both.
Yes, I want to talk about, because now I'm talking to probably one of the most intellectual musicians. I'll say an artist right here. Yes, you are, because you've made your points there, the production, the reasons behind making music. But a lot of people know Eldee because of his lyrics. Eldee is a lyricist. I said it right here. Eldee is a lyricist. So tell me, we've got so many rappers in the game in Nigeria, Mode 9. We've got a couple of people, MI, that they're doing their thing and try to represent. But how is the rap game in Nigeria?
Right now, I'll say it's a bit dull. It's a bit dull because rap is not what it used to be internationally as well. You know, rap back in the day was about skill. Rap was about delivery, was about passion, was about expression, was about poetry. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, there's so many different things that you have to put together to be a dope rapper, you know. And these days it's a little bit different because the audience no get time. People are, you know, we're in a fast-paced environment now. back in the
So
day,
they
you
just
buy an
wanna do
album,
their thing.
you want to listen to a full album or whatever. But these days, man, you just want to hear the singles. Like even you bought albums. How many albums have you listened to, like top to bottom? And
That's true.
how many albums do you remember the lyrics top to bottom? When we were growing up, that happened. So then people had an appreciation for rap. Do you get what I'm saying? But it's different now. So the people who I think are successful now are people who have been able to captivate people in one verse. Do you get what I'm saying?
Wow.
So
Eldee saying everything. Factory78.com. Eldee, take us away, bro.
yes, sir. My name is Eldee the Don, and you're on Factory78. And I like to ask you, is it your money? Is it your money? Yo, what up, man? Yo, what up, man? My name is Eldee the Don. I'm on Factory78, and I want to give a big shout out to Niger DJs. You guys represent. We rep for you. You know what it is. Peace.